Welcome to the podcast, Hater Proof. Most for self-improvement, good for your listening parts. Stay tuned.
Of income. I am always grateful for my unlimited sources of income. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly.
Even when the sky comes falling, even when the sun don't shine, pretty little hand in. Even when I'm down to the wire, babe, even when I do or die, we can do it, baby, simple and plain. 'Cause this love is a short thing.
Bet that never gotta sweat that. Bet
This love is a short thing.
that never gotta sweat that.
This love is a short thing.
Wait a minute.
Even know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away. I want I know you're somewhere out.
This is Currents. Hello, today is Monday, May 17th, 2021. Here's some highlights. Biden voices support for Mideast ceasefire and call with Netanyahu. The statement fell short of a demand for an end to the violence, according to a readout of President Biden's call with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel. So far, Israel has rejected efforts to broker a ceasefire, and Hamas has continued its rocket fire into Israel. Democrats, growing more skeptical of Israel, pressure Biden. President Biden's statement followed a drumbeat of calls from Democratic lawmakers asking him to speak out firmly against the escalation of violence. Biden releases his tax form showing that he and his wife, Jill Biden, earned just over $600,000 in 2020. The Biden administration will begin making monthly child tax credit payments in July. Supreme Court to hear abortion case challenging Roe v. Wade. The case, arising from a Mississippi law that bans most abortions after 15 weeks, could undermine the constitutional right to abortion. The Supreme Court handed a victory to fossil fuel companies in a major climate change case. New York and New Jersey make big moves to reopen. New York will lift several mask requirements, and New Jersey's public school students won't learn remotely in the fall. They're vaccinated and keeping their masks on, maybe forever. Face coverings have been a political flashpoint for more than a year, but now the backlash is directed at people who don't plan to take them off. I don't plan to take my mask off. I plan on keeping to wear it. I'm not gonna stop that. It doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. You should still wear your mask. That's why they required it in the first place. You should wear your mask. You should continue to practice hand washing and using sanitizer. All those things should still be done, regardless of the vaccination. And here are your 10 points of brief for today. Number 1, Israeli-Hamas violence showed no signs of abating and diplomatic efforts appeared stalled. Israel pounded targets in Gaza and Hamas continued to unleash a barrage of rockets at towns across southern Israel, with the level of destruction escalating to the kind last seen in 2014. In the past week, Israeli strikes in Gaza have killed 212 people and wounded about 1,400, according to the authorities there. Rocket fire from Gaza has killed at least 10 people in Israel. As the civilian casualties grow, the conflict has polarized Israeli society and the world as seldom before. The White House said President Biden expressed, quote, support for a ceasefire and a call to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel. Number 2, a media shakeup, and a failed acquisition strategy. AT&T agreed to spin off its Warner Media Group and merge it with Discovery, a rival programmer, after spending 3 years trying to monetize its $85 billion purchase of Time Warner. The new company would be the second largest U.S. entertainment firm, behind Disney but bigger than Netflix or NBC Universal. It will put under a single media umbrella HBO, Warner Brothers, CNN, and a host of reality-based cable channels from Discovery, including Oprah Winfrey's own HGTV, The Food Network, and Animal Planet. As part of the deal, AT&T will shed some of its debt and get cash and bonds that together would amount to $43 billion. AT&T shareholders will own 71% of the new business, with Discovery investors owning the rest. So that sounds like good news for shareholders, doesn't it? That sounds like a win-win to me. Number 3. Top Republicans in Arizona's largest county issued a broadside against the review of November's election results. After uploading the vote 3 times, Maricopa County officials attacked the latest audit, and the country's top election official called former President Donald Trump, quote, unhinged for his online comments, falsely accusing the county of deleting an elections database. Quote, we can't indulge these insane lies any longer, Stephen Richer, the county recorder and a Republican, wrote on Twitter. The 5 elected supervisors, all but one of whom are Republicans, were meeting Monday to respond to a state senator's accusations of irregularities. In Texas, Republicans in the state legislature recently softened their voting bill to remove measures banning drive-through voting and 24-hour voting. But one key state senator wants to add them back. Before, the Supreme Court will hear a case that could undermine Roe v. Wade. The review of a Mississippi law that seeks to ban abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy will give the court's 6-3 conservative majority its first opportunity to address the subject. So a decision is not expected until the spring or summer of 2022, after the court hears arguments during its next term, which starts in October. Supporters of Roe v. Wade, the 1973 decision that established a constitutional right to abortion, reacted with dismay. But Mississippi's Attorney General maintained that her state's law is constitutional, and anti-abortion activists were optimistic that it would remove federal protections from the procedure. Quote, this is the best court we've had in my lifetime, and we hope and pray that this is the case to do it, the president of Ohio Right to Life said. Number 5. Quote, it's the vaccinations. That was Governor Daniel McKee of Rhode Island explaining a 48% decline in coronavirus cases in his state over the past 2 weeks. Other states in the Northeast, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, are also reporting significant drops after once leading the nation in coronavirus cases. Nationally reported cases have declined about 32% over the past 2 weeks, according to Times database. New York, which has also seen a steady decline in cases, decided today to adopt federal guidelines that do not require vaccinated individuals to wear masks. But even with the freedom to go maskless, some Americans say they plan to keep their faces covered in public indefinitely. For companies, COVID-19 precautions seem like a moving target. Target, Walmart, Disney, and others are the latest to relax their mask policies. Number 6, a former confidant of Representative Matt Gaetz pleaded guilty to sex trafficking a 17-year-old girl and other charges on Monday. The plea deal by Joel Greenberg, which will require him to help in other Justice Department investigations, was an ominous development for Mr. Gaetz. The congressman is under investigation into whether he violated sex trafficking laws by paying the same 17-year-old for sex. Although Mr. Gaetz' name was not mentioned in court, Mr. Greenberg has told investigators that he witnessed Mr. Gaetz have sex with the girl and that she was paid. Mr. Gaetz has denied ever paying anyone for sex. Number 7, you still have time to file your tax return, but not much. No, it's not April 15th, but it's tax day. Nonetheless, then your federal return needs to be filed electronically or postmarked by midnight. Another tax news, the Treasury Department said it would begin paying temporary child tax credits of up to $300 per month on July 15th to eligible families. The credit, part of economic relief legislation passed in March, is expected to provide funds to 39 million households. The Biden administration projects that it will lift 5 million children out of poverty this year. Number 8, the New York City Marathon will return in November. The race will have 33,000 entrants instead of the typical 55,000 on its usual date, the first Sunday in November. Officials agreed to reduce the size of the field to prevent overcrowding, though it's unclear what will be done to reduce or control crowds along the course. The race will also have a staggered start with a handful of runners entering the course every few seconds, a process that will take several hours. The 26.2-mile race through the 5 boroughs is expected to be a milestone in New York's recovery from the coronavirus pandemic. Quote, "It's the North Star," Ted Metellus, the race director, said. Quote, "It's the thing that says we're back." Monday represented another key signal of the city's return. New York subways resumed 24-hour service more than a year after closing during overnight hours for cleaning. Number 9, a biography of Philip Roth that became mired in controversy has a new publisher. Skyhorse Publishing acquired Philip Roth, the biography, after it was dropped by the publisher W.W. Norton in the wake of sexual assault accusations against the book's author, Blake Bailey. Skyhorse is the same independent press that last year released Michael Cohen's memoir, as well as one by Woody Allen that had been dropped by his previous publisher. And finally, what's an Olympic surfer to do? The general understanding among the surfing cognoscenti is that you represent Hawaii, where surfing was born, or you represent the U.S., not both. But when surfing debuts at the Summer Olympics in Tokyo, Hawaii will disappear as a separate surfing entity. Quote, "There's a little bit of tension with that going into the Olympics under a USA flag," said one elite Hawaiian surfer. "I'm not, quote, I'm not anything, I'm pro-Hawaii." So there's that. And that completes your brief for Monday. 10 points of brief for Monday and also some highlights. So it's just, I don't know the word for what's happening in Israel right now, but it's happening. And, that's something that, things happen for a reason. And, it's unfortunate that people get hurt or die or that anything negative happens. And, it's kind of unfortunate. But trust and believe there's always an upside to things that happen. There's always 2 stories and there's always an upside. As people say, there's always 2 stories. Sometimes there's more than 2 stories, but there's definitely at least 2 stories. And there's always an upside. So, that's just what that is. And, yeah, it looks like, the kind of, the stock market is kind of quieting down. I know a lot of people were turning to investments and things like that as far as something to get money fast. But I'd rather look into investing as having something to fall back on, or longevity. But that's just me. I'm a conservative when it comes to investing. So that's just how I think. But you could definitely make money fast investing. That's not missing. That's not something that you can't do. You could definitely make money fast if you do it right, and if you get the right kind of stocks. You definitely could. But yeah, so that's Monday's briefing, and I hope you enjoyed yesterday's episode with the analytical project brief that I did. There's a lot of different projects and mediums and organizations that, you know, just a bunch of things like that are contributing to help with climate change. And they still are not at a point of correcting it even close to where it should be. And that right there is concerning. That's definitely concerning. So it's a serious issue, and maybe that'll be the data set maybe that'll be the project that I choose to do next, maybe. But I had another project in mind that I wanted to do, but maybe that'll be it. I'm not sure yet now, because there's so many different issues that you could do, you know, that you can analyze, or you can do some analytics on. There's quite you know, there's plenty. I mean, you just pick a topic. There's so many. So you definitely want to choose wisely. Yeah, so I don't have an idea about the next project brief that I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided on what that would be yet. I have to, you know, just consider current events and past events, and what would be the most relevant, most interesting. And that's what I do those project briefs on. So that's whenever I figure that out. Maybe on Wednesday's briefings, maybe I'll know then. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you once again for listening, and support if you can. I think it's a $4.99 subscription, so that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. I mean, if you could, it would definitely be appreciative, and it would definitely let me know that this is worth my time. Bye bye.
Yo, Blonde Adam, what are you doing?
I wrote Stacy a letter.
Oh, that's cool.
Check it out. It says, "You've changed my life for the better. I am nothing without you. Thanks for making my life complete."
It doesn't say any of that.
Damn it. Is it just a bunch of scribbly lines?
That's exactly what it is.
I knew it.
Oh my god, who the fuck are y'all? Fucking up the door, we the fucking law. I really hate to get violent in this bitch. I'm wildin' in this bitch. Be Miller shit, I'm bottled in this bitch. Bottled up your bitch, fuck around and bottle up a hit. On the low, you know it, nigga, know I get it. Yes, I go psycho. Bitches polishing my shit, rest off the dough. Know you missed this, on your wish list. On my hit list, bitch, you on my hit list. Riding. Oh my.
What are you doing?
I'm making holy water.
What?
You have to boil the hell out of it.
Derek, did you kiss Amy yesterday? Hell no, I couldn't. Why? What happened? Her breath smelled like straight ass. Wow. I couldn't imagine putting my lips on her lips. Damn. I told her, if I ever need CPR and you're the only one around, let me die. Don't you dare blow that shit in my mouth. I go straight to the principal. Derek.
Wait, so why did you get detention?
Because Amy kept making fun of me and I got tired of it.
Wait, what did she say?
She said if being sexy is a crime, I'd be guilty. If being sexy is a crime, I'd be guilty. Shit. I threw a kickball at her head and everything.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like 11 times. I just kept hitting her with it. Braun?
What are you guys doing?
Playing basketball.
So that's what I hear?
Yep, and I'm Steph Curry. Want to see me hit this three?
Sure.
Where's the hoop?
Huh?
Just position my body so I'm facing the... Give me the ball, man. I'm LeBron James. Want to see me dunk?
Not really.
Okay. And guess who I am?
James Harden?
Nope.
Russell Westbrook?
Nope.
Who?
I'm a 27-year-old girl named Crystal trying to snag me an NBA player. You want to see me flirt with LeBron?
It's beautiful. Just let it be beautiful.
Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy your next 24 hours. On to the next one.